Hi Jonah, how are you? Just bear with me. I don't know why it's not picking it up. I've never played this one before, so Crusader Kings, we will strongly recommend you play the tutorial. Yeah, I will do. In the tutorial, you will play as petty king merchant and child, a ruler in Ireland. Lead your family and dynasty to defeat the enemies and become king of Ireland. Yeah, okay, let's play this then. Seduction skills. The seduction skill is a basic. Oh, that was good. Welcome to Crusader Kings III. Okay, is that better? Not sure what the issue is. Okay, you are a medieval ruler. Your reign may be brief, but through your heirs you can bring your dynasty to prominence. Land is yours for the taking, by way of the sword or through marriage and clever diplomacy can extend your reach far beyond the wildest dreams of any conqueror. There is no one way to win in Crusader Kings III, only different ways to enjoy your story as it unfolds. Okay, camera on basics. Use the WASD RASAD keys to move the camera across the map. You can also move the cursor to the auto screen or to pan. Pressing the home key takes you to your realm capital. To zoom in and out of the map, use the scroll wheel. Different information is displayed at the different zoom levels. Details, map, political map and paper map. Okay. Zoomed in, you have the ability to select and manage your holdings. Zooming out gives you an overview of all realms. Okay. Crusader Kings III spans hundreds of years and many generations. Right now, time is standing still because the game is paused. For this part of the tutorial, we'll keep the game paused while we walk you through some game concepts. Sometimes you will see blue highlighted text. This means you can hover your cursor over the words to display an informative tip. Some of these tips may also have highlighted words, which can also be tooltips for further information. Duchy can lead to county, which can lead to barony. Okay, baronies are the lowest ranked titles and have the smallest footprint on the map. Organised into larger counties. Barony titles must always have a holder if they contain a holding. A county is a title ranking below a duchy and above a barony. The title includes the county capital in the county as well as de jure, rights to all the baronies in the county. Counties always have holders because county capitals cannot be destroyed. A duchy is a title ranking below a kingdom and above a county. The holder of a duchy has de jure rights to its constituent counties and can have counts as vassals. Duchies may be dormant and have no current holder. Such titles can be created by a ruler who controls at least half of its counties. De jure. Most titles are considered part of a higher tier titled de jure by law. For example, a ruler may be king, but their realm does not yet contain all the lands that are legally considered to be part of England. The holder of a duchy, kingdom or empire always has a casus bill to seize control of its de jure constituent titles. Vassals will also decide who their rightful liege is based on what title their primary title is a de jure part of. Okay? A casus belli rules for war, required to declare war on another ruler. The casus belli specifies what the war is about, usually a specific territory, the war target, and it is not possible to gain anything more than the cause belli allows, regardless of how soundly the enemy is defeated. Okay. One of the most important casus belli are claims, whether they come from succession or the fabricate claim on county tasks. Alright. By default, it takes a couple of seconds for a tooltip to lock in from a mouse over. This can be adjusted in the game settings. Continue. Okay. Sounds like it looks really intriguing. Now, let's talk about the game. Everything takes place on the map before you. The map consists of large and small territories, random titles held by various rulers. Titles are represented by elaborate coats of arms, shown as icons on the map. Okay. The icon representing your realm is that of your primary title. The most important and prestigious title you hold. Okay. If you hover over your character portrait, the coat of arms over your realm capital Okay. Lamachnak will glow and the entirety of your realm will be highlighted. Monster is your primary title, which is why your realm is named after it. You also hold the Earldom of Thormad as a separate title. If you zoom out, it will read monster on this part of the map because you have the top ruler of the area. Let me just have a look at something. I'm going to try and sort out this. Sorry about this. I'm hoping this works now. Hopefully that's a lot better. Okay, hopefully this will work. If you hover over your character portrait, the coat of arms over your realm capital and then okay. Oh, okay. So I don't really have a big realm at the moment. You also hold the Earldom of Vormad as a separate title. If you zoom out, it will read monster on this part of the map because you are the top ruler of this area. Okay. Right, okay, so within my territory I've got 3 different areas. No, it's 2. As a ruler, you can only hold so much land on your own. You will often have other rulers helping with the administration of the realm by holding the land titles within your borders, making them your vassals. To find your land, your domain, press the home key and zoom in. Once closer up, you can see blue labels on the baronies. That belong to you. In this case, it will only be okay. Luminac. The Earldom of Vormad is held by your vessel. Okay. I understand. You play one of many characters in this world, represented by character avatars. Your character is the ruler of a realm. You will need to make sure that your dynasty survives and thrives throughout the ages. Your titles give you power and control over your territory, as well as other characters who might hold titles and land of their own. Okay, click on your character. Okay. Characters have skills indicating their proficiency within a certain field. Some are great talkers, while others prefer to make their intent clear on the battlefield. The main skills are diplomacy. Diplomacy is a skill representing a character's ability to charm, negotiate, persuade. Diplomacy directly affects opinions other characters have of you. It is also used to further diplomatic schemes. The corresponding lifestyle is the diplomacy lifestyle. Martial skill indicates how good a character is at waging war and leading armies in battles. A high martial skill is important for army commanders since it improves their advantage in battle. The corresponding lifestyle is a martial lifestyle. Stewardship is a skill that helps rulers manage their domains. It directly increases taxation, making it a very useful skill for all rulers. The corresponding lifestyle is a stewardship lifestyle. Every 5 points of stewardship increases the domain limit by 1. Oh, okay, so that is going to be important. Intrigue is a skill representing a character's ability to understand and manipulate other characters and to organize elaborate plots. It's mainly used to further and defend against the intrigue schemes. Corresponding lifestyle is the intrigue lifestyle. Learning. Learning is a skill measuring a character's literacy and wisdom. The learning skill of a ruler affects the cost of increasing crown authority and also yields an amount of monthly piety. So what's piety? Okay, piety represents the virtue of a character. Acting piously according to doctrines of their faith will increase a character's piety. Piety can be spent on various religious matters depending on government form, doctrines, etc. Each time a character gains piety, they also progress towards the next level of devotion. Okay. Remember, since the text above is highlighted, you can mouse over each skill for a breakdown of what it entails. Characters also have traits. It would have helped if they'd say what this was out of. Is it out of 20? Is it out of 100? Characters also have traits which can affect skills, as well as how they react to things. These are illustrated by icons in the character view. Some traits tell you about a character's personality, like fickle, calm, or generous. Other traits are specific to how a character has lived their life, such as education trait or commander traits. You are temperate, stewardship +2, health small boost, opinion of temperate characters +10, opinion of gluttonous characters -10. Okay. Virtuous to Catholics, Catholic opinion +10, piety +1 per month. According to this character, it's best to enjoy things in moderation. Laughter. Okay, -1 diplomacy, martial +3, intrigue -1. Natural dread +20. Okay, dread is a measure of how feared a ruler is. Rulers increase dread by performing cruel and heinous acts, such as torturing and executing prisoners. Dread makes it viable to play as a tyrant because unruly vessels can become intimidated or terrified, making them too scared to oppose them. A character's dread can range from 0 to 100. Over time, their dread will tend towards their natural dread, which is defined by their personality traits. A dreadful ruler reaps the following benefits. Vessels are discouraged from joining factions. Vessels are discouraged from scheming. Increases vessel acceptance into title revocation. Increases of vassalization acceptance. Makes electors more likely to vote as you do. Makes vessels unlikely to oppose law changes. Note that brave and bold vessels are less affected by dread. Okay. Impatient. Learning -2. Monthly prestige +20%. Opinion of liege -5%. -5. Vessel opinion -5. Okay. Hostile scheme power +15%. Opinion of patient characters -15. This character thinks that most things should happen fast. Ideally, they should happen now. From this, you can see that your character typically leads a modest life and expects others to do the same, and is quick to endeavour they don't. And when a character chooses to behave contrary to their personal traits, it can cause them stress. Okay. Stress measures a character's mental well-being. Characters gain stress when taking actions that conflict with their personality. Characters who gain enough stress will also gain a stress level, causing various negative effects that persist until they manage to reduce their stress. Okay. Traits can also impact how other characters react to you. Some people are impressed by the brave trait. Likelihood of dying in battle +100%. While a lustful character is more likely to feature in salacious gossip. Traits influence other characters' morality and greed, which can affect both their friendly and hostile actions. All characters, yes all, have an opinion of one another, which drives their behaviour. What does that mean? That's my A. Low opinion can cause people to rise up against you or be unwilling to help you. High opinion can, on the other hand, make characters more inclined to join your murderous scheme or fall for your seduction. How you choose to interact with other characters will often affect their opinion of you. Gold. To further your goals, you will need gold. Among other things, gold pays for buildings, armies and bribes. Gold is particularly passive, is collected passively for you on both your holdings and your vassals as tax. Larger vassals and more important holdings tend to give more tax. However, money can't buy everything. Certain things can only be achieved by spending the right amount of prestige or, for religious matters, piety. You can see the current state of your gold, prestige and piety in the bar to the top right. Piety and now total soldiers got 608. Okay. Your prestige tells you how respected you are. It can be earned passively over time by holding many titles, for example, or actively, such as by marrying into prestigious dynasties or fighting as an ally in wars. Whenever you earn prestige, you build towards your next level of fame. Higher levels or levels of fame make other characters think better of you and bring powerful ways to wage war. Some actions cost prestige, like declaring war. These actions allow you to leverage your celebrity for your own benefit, and characters won't think less of you for using them. Leverage your celebrity. Spending prestige does not affect your level of fame, progress, just as your current prestige. Spending is very affect your level of fame, progress, just your, okay. With a lot of piety, you will have an easier time interacting with your heads of faith. As you are Catholic, this is the Pope. Piety can be gained passively from the learning skill, in virtuous traits, or actively from pious actions, such as going on a pilgrimage. You also have a level of devotion which builds over time, whenever you gain piety and have positive effects for your character. Similar to prestige, some actions require to spend piety, like declaring holy wars or creating a new faith. Spending piety like this is normal, and other characters won't think worse of you for it. Okay? As well as traits, your characters can also pick a lifestyle. There are 5 lifestyles, one for each skill. Lifestyles represent what you put the most effort into day to day, and each one has several focuses related to it. Each lifestyle contains a number of focuses, one of which must be chosen upon selecting the lifestyle. Focus provides passive bonuses and influences the type of events that appear. E.g., having the temptation focus will boost fertility and increases chances of seduction-themed events appearing. Characters can switch between focus within the same lifestyle without losing the ability to gain experience in that lifestyle. Every focus gives you unique bonuses and makes events associated with that focus more likely to happen. Okay, click on the lifestyle button. Lifestyle now. Click the lifestyle button. Click on any lifestyle to see its focuses. As time goes by, your character will earn lifestyle experience for maintaining a particular lifestyle. When you acquire enough lifestyle experience, you can select one of that lifestyle perks from any of its trees. Perks represent you practicing and developing yourself over time, offer unique bonuses like special traits, or unlock lifestyle-specific mechanics and content, such as the ability to start production schemes. As an example, the strategy, authority, and chivalry focus all grant martial experiences, which can be used to acquire any of the martial lifestyle perks. Completing perk trees leads to different lifestyle traits. To continue, choose a focus. And so, I'm going to focus on martial because it's set in the 10th century. Focus on control of your realm, honourable conduct, and the strategies that will win your wars. Because of your martial education, you gain 30% more experience in this lifestyle. Okay. Click on any lifestyle to see its focus here. It says. Oh, hang on. Okay, choose a focus. So strategy focus. Luck can win a duel. A fool can win a battle. It takes more to win a war. Focusing on strategy grants. Martial +3. Martial experience 32 per month. To rule is to authority focus. To rule is to make all the aspects of a realm move in unison and work together. Focusing on authority grants +1 martial. Dread gain 20%. Control growth +0.3. Martial 32. Control measures the grip that the government has on the population of a county. It is crucial, especially for collecting taxes from holdings. When a county changes hands through war, control goes down drastically, which is a good reason to vassalize the current holder instead. If the crisis barrier arises, county control can also be damaged by sieges and peasant uprisings. Low control may lead to county corruption, and the primary ways of increasing control is a councillor task, a very loyal to your marshal. Chivalry focus. Victory comes not through blood or gold, but honour. Focus on chivalry grounds. Prowess +3, attraction, opinion +10, advantage +5. Prowess skill is a secondary skill that afflicts the characters of attribute in personal combat. A high prowess skill means that they are more likely to survive and perform well as knights in battles and in duels. Each point of prowess skills will knight damage 100, toughness 10. The increase in prowess will increase a character's muscle mass. Okay. Attraction is a type of opinion that only affects characters whose sexual orientation matches your gender. For example, a homosexual man would experience this opinion towards other men, and an asexual character would not experience it towards anyone, and a heterosexual woman would experience it towards men. This type of opinion stops having an effect for women above 50 years of age, and for men above 65 years of age. Oh, okay. Battle advantage. Battle advantage makes one side in battle do more damage the higher the advantage. The more damage the soldiers would do. Battles often start with one side having a high advantage based on terrain, and martial skill and commander traits of the commander. Either side may then gain additional advantage from command rolls. Alright, I'm going to choose the chivalry focus. Again, I think because it's the 1066, I think I would rather go with the chivalry, so he personally can fight. Okay, and it can only be changed every 5 years. Okay, let's go with that. It's the first time I'm playing, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Now, having selected a focus, we can move on to other people. Interacting with other characters is a key in Crusader Kings III. And you have many options for how to do so. You can right-click on a character portrait, including your own, to get a list of potential interactions such as arranging a marriage or initiating a scheme. This is also where you start wars, but let's save that for later. Okay. Open your character view. Right-click your player's air character portrait to see the interactions available. Okay, right-click it. Let's start with the basics. Everybody likes gold. Try sending a bribe to your player heir. Most interactions will bring up a second window with details when selected. You can confirm or cancel an action in this window. Confirm a send gift interaction with your heir. Send a gift to increase Britain's opinion of you. Okay, so I'm going to give him 50 gold. Fine Britain. Okay. Well, gains 13 opinion of you. Okay. Okay, so that went up to 90 from 77. Well done, you have successfully increased somebody's opinion of you. Note, feed message in the lower right. This is where mildly interesting but non-critical information appears and goes away after a little while when unpaused. Certain opinion modifiers will last forever, like family bonds. Others will wane over time, like the fading memory of receiving a monetary gift. If you hover your cursor over the opinion number on another character, you can see exactly where the various numbers are coming from. Is it due to a marriage alliance, a gift of gold, or simply that they appreciate your honest nature? Okay, I'm getting 50 because I'm the father. 10 because of Confederate partition plus 5. Same dynasty. Personal diplomacy minus 3. Temperate virtue plus 10. Received gift plus 30, but that got 13, but that's going to go down by 1.2 per year. Okay. Playing your family. Next, let's talk about your dynasty. As the game goes on, unless your character meets with an untimely accident or a terrible disease, they will grow old and eventually die. The story doesn't end there, it's only game over if you do not have an heir for your own dynasty. Okay. As long as your titles have heirs of your dynasty, your legacy will live on. When your current character dies, you simply stop playing a new one. The player heir. Depending on the type of succession your realm has, this is likely to be one of your children, perhaps one that you have groomed to rule. Your dynasty has its own coat of arms which is currently highlighted and can be clicked for more information. You don't need to do anything with this now, but if you want to look at the details of your dynasty later, it can be found here. I don't like it so much. Okay, that's cool. Succession laws determine how all titles and resources are divided between heirs when a character dies. We currently only have one heir, but let's take a look anyway. In some cases, when you take over your new character, you may even find that they are responsible for the untimely demise of your previous ruler. To continue, open the realm view on the right side of the screen, highlighted. Okay, am I being a bit thick here? Oh, here. Okay, succession. As a member of dynasty, you also have renown, shared by everyone in your dynasty. Renown grows in several different ways and reflects how infamous or famous your dynasty is, rather than just you. Increasing your renown will echo down the generations for your descendants, raising your level of splendor. As the dynasty head, the most powerful member of your dynasty, renown will allow you to unlock dynasty legacies that will benefit all of your kin. To view the dynasty legacy of a dynasty, click on their dynasty coat of arms. Okay, hang on. Okay. To ensure the future of your dynasty, you need family members. Getting married is a good start, but we cannot promise that you will marry for love. To continue, click on your character, okay? For unmarried characters in your domain, you can set up marriages or betrothals by right-clicking on the character and choosing Find Spouse or Arrange Marriage. The two options behave differently, so let's go through both. To continue, right-click on your own character, select Find Spouse. Okay. Choosing Find Spouse opens a list of potential spouses. They hail from courts all over the world. Choosing Arranged Marriage also opens a list of potential spouses, but only with people from the court of the character you clicked. Okay. Your own character is visible on the left because this marriage needs your approval. Whoever is the liege of the other spouse will appear on the right side, as the union will need their approval as well. Arranged marriage can be useful for matchmaking between your courtiers or for setting up specific marriage alliance. For now, Find Spouse is more relevant for your purpose. Okay, for our purposes, okay. There are many factors to consider when choosing spouse. To help you out, there is a filter function highlighted available to pare down the list of candidates. Aspects to consider including potential alliances, skills, personality traits, expected fertility, and more. Some traits are congenital, meaning they might be inherited by your children. Perhaps someone with a trait like that is a good place to start. For example, if both parents are quick, there is a chance that their children will get even better intelligent trait. Base skills are not congenital. Okay. You can change your selection by clicking the Clear Characters button in between the characters you are setting up to get married. Nothing will happen until you click Send Proposal. Okay. When you have selected two characters for your marriage, you are presented with the details of the union, along with additional options such as having the marriage be matrilineal. In a matrilineal marriage, children will be born into their mother's house instead of their father's. Okay. If you are happy with the marriage, go ahead and send an offer. This action usually takes a few days, but we'll make it instant for the tutorial. Continue, get married, select a spouse for your character, and click set. Okay. Until our fortunes engulfs the world. So they're very ambitious.
Someone's at your door.
They've got 16 living members. Okay, personality trait. I mean, you know, she's callous. I'm not sure I want someone like that. I think if I'm trying to, you know, the objective here is to take over Ireland. Strong as the unicorn. Living members 6. Okay. That's quite good. Okay, so she's diligent. Okay, but the stress gain is going to be 20%. Okay, so I'm impatient as well, so that's not going to be a good match because she's patient. Okay, let's sort by opinion of me. Living members of 5. Okay, she's got a high opinion of me. And there's a potential alliance there. But I'm likely to lose money because she's very generous. Okay, she's greedy, the second one. She's got 22 living members. So it might be difficult for me to inherit that. Yeah, she's stubborn. I don't like that. Okay, she's also sinful to Catholic, so and because my character's Catholic, the opinion's going to go down. Yeah, okay, so this character's going to increase my stress, so that's not worth it. Okay, so she's lowborn, so that's not going to help my character to make diplomatic alliances or anything. Okay, so wheezing, so that's not good either. Oh, hang on, this one's only got 2 living members. Alright, well this one looks quite promising. What does user hook mean? Okay, plus 58 chance of escape, of acceptance. Okay, so I've got the alliance. Congratulations. Excellent. May you live long and happily together. You may have noticed the toast message at the top of the screen. Toast messages deliver quick fire information that is relevant to you or your character. Marriages are also usually accompanied by an event as your potential spouse's liege. It accepts or rejects your offer with a letter. There are different kinds of events and they are critical to shaping your destiny, so keep an eye out for them. For this tutorial we recommend that you use Find Spouse for your son as well. As soon as your son is married, he can start producing members of your family and heirs to your titles or of your dynasty. Okay. I keep thinking of Back to the Future whenever I see dynasty. Funny that. Family is important. The player heir will always come from your dynasty and most often from your house. In the future, it won't hurt to keep an eye on your family and their line of succession. Depending on their succession laws, you might end up inheriting titles along with land and vessels from your relatives. Oh, okay. Not everyone in your dynasty will be landowners, but every plot of land on the map has an owner. Sometimes that owner is you, sometimes it's one of your vassals, and sometimes it's another realm entirely, many of whom also have or are vassals. Most titles belong in a pyramid-like hierarchy according to their title tier. County ruled by Count or Countess, Duchy ruled by Duke or Duchess, Kingdom ruled by a king or queen, Empire ruled by an emperor or empress. Every title is legally, technically, but sometimes not in practice, subordinate to a title of one, tier up the chain. Every county is thus a part of a duchy, every duchy is part of a kingdom, and every kingdom is subordinate to an empire. If these high-ranked titles are held or created by someone with enough clout to enforce order. Note, there are many dynamic names for these tier titles. Your current ruler is in charge of a petty kingdom, which corresponds to the duchy tier. Okay, there are also barons. You have one, the Mayor of Venice, the minor rulers of single holding subordinate to counts. Barony, tier, characters are generally of minor importance and not playable. We say legally because as Crusader Kings III lets you play with history, there is no way to guarantee that a king is actually in control of all the titles that his kingdom is supposed to contain within its borders. We call this title hierarchy de jure, and if the structure has been broken, it is often possible to declare war over errant territories. If you switch to the duchy titles mode, you can see that as a ruler of the Duchy of Munster, the county of Desmond should legally be part of your realm. The different map modes can help you give an overview of the de jure texture of the world. To continue, change to the Duchy titles map mode. Return to the realms map mode. Your holdings. The jure title of Munster consists of 3 counties. Their names should be visible on the map. Thomond, held by you, Desmond, held by a neighbouring ruler, and Normand, held by your vessel. Okay, and then this is supposed to be mine as well. Holdings represent settlements in your land. Okay? Holdings provide different levels of taxes and levies as well as buildings that you can construct and upgrade depending on the holding type. We suggest you start by upgrading the bastions and curtain walls. To continue, click on your capital holding and within reach, select bastions, curtains walls. Oh, okay. And upgrade the structure. First step in any respectable fortification is the erection of bastions and curtain walls. They do a decent job of keeping enemies and riding peasants at bay. Okay, so I'm clicking on it, but nothing's happening. Am I supposed to upgrade? It's not giving me the option. Am I missing something here? Okay, I'm going to have to stop there for the time being. Hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for joining.